At Matata, the coastal road has also been closed by a series of slips. A man was injured when his car was buried in a landslide here. The Rangataiki Plains dairy factory at Edgecumbe is severely damaged. Huge vats toppled. The piping now a mass of twisted scrap. Parts of the roof collapsed, sending thousands of litres of milk spilling into the yards. A huge crack, 3 metres deep in places, has opened in the plains between Teteko and Edgecumbe. It stretches for several kilometres across farmland. At Teteko, many houses have been damaged. People are tonight trying to patch up roofs and chimneys that have been toppled in the quake. The bridge has come adrift from the main highway from Whakatane to Kawerau. The quakes, centred 10 kilometres underground, have stunned the people here.
The first one came, well, I never even felt it. It was the guys sitting on his brake on his pipes, eh? They were shaking. And the next one hit about 10 minutes later. And I ran, and I saw my mate, he was holding on to a beam like this, and he was telling me to carry on. And I stopped because these two guys were up on the first floor, and they were running down. And they came out, and just as they were coming out, that's when that stack went over, eh? Caught the recovery on the way down, everything was coming down.
Did anyone get hurt?
Oh, not that I know of.
What about the town itself? Any other damage to houses and that?
Oh, yes, there's a lot of damage in the houses, I've called it.
What about the roads and bridges?
Oh, the bridge, that one I'm colder there was a bit iffy. Oh, it's got a bit of a dip there on the side. They wouldn't let any heavy vehicles go across.
So what did it feel like when it happened?
Oh, I'll tell you what, man, I'm still shaking, eh? Yeah, a lot of us still shaking.
Civil Defence Minister Peter Tapsell is tonight inspecting the region. 300 military personnel from the Navy, Army and Air Force have been put on standby.
At Kawerau, the Tasman pulp and paper mill suffered extensive damage. 2 workers received broken legs and have been airlifted out to hospital. A leak of chemicals was reported at the scene, but there's confusion in the dark as to how serious it is. Earlier, there were fears over the safety of the Matahina Dam just south of Teteko, which was damaged in the quake. Residents below the dam were evacuated and the dam's floodgates were opened to relieve pressure on the Earth Dam. However, Ministry of Works and Development engineers have examined the dam and declared it to be safe, although residents won't be moving back tonight. In Edgecumbe, about 50% of the houses had suffered some damage. Roofs and chimneys were particular casualties. Others have splits or have moved on their piles. About 60 to 80 people have been evacuated from the area.